Hi, I'm Matt Hayes and this is Wet Nets, and Wet Nets is all about the fishing adventures of me and my old mate Mick Brown over there, and this one promises to be one of the wackiest yet. We're here at Hampton Loade on the River Severn, a mecca for barbel fishing, and we're fishing with top barbel guide Gareth Owen. And you might be wondering what the canoes are all about. Well, you know, if you can get on the river by boat, you can get into all the little spots that people fishing from the bank just simply don't have access to. And by the way, we've also stowed a little bit of camping gear because the river's carrying some extra water, the forecast's not good, and you never know, we might get stuck on the river overnight. So it's a bit of a precaution, but one thing's for sure, this one's going to be a blinder. Stop paddling, Brownie. We're drifting over there, mate. Go for it, Mick. Paddle, paddle, paddle.
I'm not as young as you, mate. Actually, it's quite easy, isn't it? The current's doing most of it.
Yeah, the current does a lot of it, yeah. Lovely view of the river, though,
yeah.
It's fantastic.
I'm seeing things I never realised about this river.
At water level, you get to see all the roots of the trees.
Imagine the chub lying under there.
Gaz, are we going to pull in down here? Because there's a good spot here, I think.
Why are we pulling in here? What do you fancy about this?
Well, there's a willow tree just downstream of us, and the current curls around the edge of it.
Yeah.
And the water just starts to drop away there.
Oh, I see.
So it's a really good barbel habitat, and we can get our baits in round the tree from this position.
Yeah.
You can see that the banks are just completely overgrown.
Yeah, so
there's no way you'd get to fish this spot from the bank.
So this is probably hardly ever fished, isn't it?
I wouldn't think it's fished from one season to the next.
So we could get a bite pretty quick?
Maybe, but I mean, if there's one bait that's caught more Severn barbel over the years than any other one, it's this stuff. Bit of luncheon meat. Just break it off into rough chunks and fish a fairly big... Stop eating it, you idiot. Break it off into rough chunks, drop it on the hook, and then a nice rough piece, just bounce it round the current, all right?
Okay. The way I tend to hook it is just push the hook through, turn it through 90 degrees and pull it back.
That's exactly what I do. Yeah. Right, I've gone out mid-river, Mick, and I'm going to let it bounce round the current.
Well, I'm going to cast just down below that bush.
Yeah, and let it swing in.
I'll give it a bit of slack line, just feel it swinging in.
That's just coming round a treat, Mick. I can feel it bouncing it. Oh!
Got it?
Yeah.
Jammy, son.
That was right out in the current as I was bouncing the bait around. It's a really good bite. Oh, he's heading for that snag, Mick. I've turned him.
Is it a barbel?
I don't think it is. I think it's a chub because he went for that snag. He's going for it again. Hang on.
Oh, he's given up now.
Yeah, it's a chub, look.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice chub.
Yeah.
Oh, you beauty.
They do tend to give up a bit easier than
They
barbel.
do. With a chub, if you can beat that first rush, you've cracked it. They always bolt for the nearest cover, and then once you see that big white mouth come out of the water, it's all over. That's a lovely fish. Look at that. Absolutely mint. Fin perfect. It's beautiful. Look at that, Gaz.
Funny looking barbel though, Matt.
It is a bit, yeah.
Beauty though.
They're really quite greedy fish, and they've got that great big mouth which helps them to devour baits. You could get a golf ball in there, you know. Let's just lower it down into the current. Just give him a second or two to recover. Look at that, beautiful. Well, I did say the chub are on the comeback, Mick. Whee! Done all right there. I mean, it was a good start, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
As we canoed down the river, we came to a really special place where the water flows around an island. Of course, we called it Barbel Island, and it was a perfect place to fish and camp.
Well, how do you fancy our chances then?
Well, we're going to catch fish, I think, here, but what I want to make sure is that we've got everything going in our favour. So before we start fishing, I've just got a little trick to show you with some bait. Now, what I've done, Mick, is I've broken up lots of bits of luncheon meat into rough-shaped chunks, and that actually helps to hold the flavour in the bait, because I'm actually going to flavour this, and I'll show you what I'm going to use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a capful of this flavour, because it's very, very concentrated, and I'm going to pour it all over the meat. There it goes. Now what I want you to do, Mick, is just scrunch that around a bit. Just jiggle it about, just to distribute the flavour. What I'm going to do now, look, while you're shaking, I'm going to add a little bit of paprika and a little bit of cayenne pepper, like that. Now give that a real good shake up, my son. Pretend it's a pair of maracas, lovely jubbly. You're getting the hang of it. Really spread that flavour around, Mick. Go on, Mick. Really spread it around. That's great. And there you are, Michael. Let me tell you, my son, that is one of the finest barbel baits in the world. You animal. You are just filth. You really are. It's hot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bloody hot.
Really hot.
I can see why they like it, though.
Yeah, it's superb. And just one piece of this, Mick, is going to blow the socks off those barbel.
Well, I've got some of Matt's killer bait here. Now, Gareth, how do I approach this swim?
Well, Mick, as you can see, the far bank, there's a dead tree in the water. Just at the top of it, drops away to 5 or 6 feet, and obviously there's a lot of fish packed in there. But it's catch-22. It's really flirting with the snag to get your bite. So what I suggest is go probably 8 or 10 foot in this line, cast towards the snag and let it roll around on the gravel. Okay. It's all yours.
Okay. Well, I've got plenty of hooks. Let's give it a try.
Well, I'm joined now by an old mate of mine, Steve Pope, a man who is so infamous, Steve, that you've actually got a barbel named after you called the Pope. But seriously, you're chairman of the Barbel Society, and I thought it would be great just to have a quick chat about barbel. Steve, why is it that the barbel is so popular nowadays?
Well, I think, Matt, it's just about the most hard-fighting fish that there is. It's well spread out there across the whole of the country. It's pretty available to anybody, you know, no matter where they live. Yeah, very enigmatic. It is the number one fish, and it's been that way in my mind for many, many, many years, and I'm pleased to see now that it is in so many others.
Just how popular is it at the moment, Steve?
Well, I think it's second probably only now to carp fishing, I think, in terms of popularity. More and more people are doing it because it's so much easily accessible. But I think where we do have a problem is with the youngsters, like the teenagers, because I think they're more likely to go to lakes. They like the camping experience of carp fishing, you know, the whole thing that goes with it. But we're trying to do our bit to make sure we can get plenty of them on board onto the rivers, proper fishing.
I think me and Brownie had better go and do some barbel fishing.
Absolutely.
Thanks for popping along.
Yeah.
Enjoyed seeing you again.
Excellent, Matt.
Whoa. Well, second run down, I've got a fish. I thought I was snagged up and it bolted under the trunk of the tree. Oh, it's only a little teeny one, but look at it, going. Whoa. Oh, the current's taking it. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble now. I'm going to skim him across the top. He's only a small one.
Okay, Mick.
Here he comes. Can you get him? Oh, lovely. Yee-hoo! Wow, what?
Nice one.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a fabulous experience. Thank you very much.
Treasure, young man.
Top barbel guide. Oh, this is marvellous. I can't believe I got one so quickly. Can you hold my rod? I can't believe it.
Well done.
Let's get the hook out.
Excellent.
Let's take a close look at him, guys. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful fish.
Cracker.
Just look at that. Look at those fins. Mint condition. Never been caught before, I'd wager. And that one's only about £3.
Yeah, 3.5.
They grow to about £17, so this is only a baby, really.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's get her into some slightly slacker water and just hold her there to recover, and,
Okay.
then we'll get her back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now this is a real nice looking swim. I like it. It's a real powerful flow. It's absolutely ripping through. Now those little few fragments of meat, with any luck, will trundle down this fast current and maybe pull the barbel away from the cover. You can probably see the trees over on the left-hand side of the swim, and they could hold some fish. Oh! Right old dig on the rod tip there. The fish has come banging back upstream towards me. It's going like a bullet. Struth. Oh, that's incredible. It's a tiny little barbel. That really is amazing. Look at him go. Well, that really is unusual, folks. It's a tiny little baby barbel, and it's very unusual to catch them at this size. Believe it or not, this is much more of a rarity even than a 7 or an 8 pounder. It probably weighs, I would think, about half a pound. And any genuine barbel fisherman watching this will be going, ah, it's just one of those lovely moments in fishing. I don't know why you don't normally catch them at this size, but this one had a little bit of a liking for Matty's spicy old luncheon meat. I'm going to slip him back because he might grow to be a really, really big one. And the one thing about barbel when they're this size, they're really wiry. I'm ever so pleased about that because, of course, it's really good news for the future. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? I wonder what the lads are up to.
It's all I could find.
Yeah, it's like
I hope it's going to burn.
floorboard for the bivvy, that.
Yeah.
Hey, boys. Been busy while I've been away, haven't you? It's actually quite good. Do you reckon it'll be all right? Yeah. Don't fancy your side much, Brownie, by the way. Any road up? What do you reckon for tomorrow, Gaz?
I thought about doing some trotting, some barbel on the float.
My man, you're on. Well, we're still here on Barbel Island and we've actually managed to survive the night, and today is another day in our barbel fishing adventure. The old bivvy held up pretty well, I thought, Mick.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Where's our intrepid guide, by the way?
Well, we're going to be some time. He's still asleep.
He's not, is he?
He is, yeah.
Come on, Gaz, we've got to go fishing, man.
These kids can't take it, can they?
Just can't get the staff. Do you believe all that stuff about fish feeding better in the rain?
Nah, it's a load of old nonsense.
Well, here we are, day 2, and as you can see, the weather has deteriorated quite rapidly, but we don't care, because the fact of the matter is, we're going to catch these barbel anyway. And you might be wondering how we're doing it. Well, this is a clonker of a swim round the back of the island. The water literally rips through here, but underneath the boat, it's around about 4 feet deep, and just below, it drops into a 10-foot hole. And the technique is to literally cast upstream and allow the bait to come round, feeling as you go, trying to stay in touch with the weights, and you can feel them bump across the stones, bouncing on the gravel, and then hopefully drop right into that deep hole in front of the canoe. There you go.
How you in, Matt?
Theory into practice. Oh, it's going crazy. It's going under the roots. Come out. Oh, my clutch is going, Mick. I might lose this. Come out. Oh, I think I might have turned him. Whew. Oh, that was hairy. But that was a perfect illustration of the principle that if you can stay in touch with the bait as it bumps along the stones, you just feel a pluck, and when you feel that pluck, you strike and woof, you feel that judder come all the way through up the rod, down through the corks, up your arm and into your heart. I'll tell you, magic fishing. Oh.
I should imagine a few people have been snapped off in this swim, Matt.
I bet they have. Here's our fish, Mick.
Right, I'm going to reach for it. You'll have to help me once it's in the net.
Okay. Yes. Woohoo! Wow. Oh, what a great start to the day.
Oh.
Let's have a look at this barbel.
Oh,
Well, there it is. Prince of the river.
Look at that.
You in?
Yep, I'm in.
Crikey. God, blimey. I told you it was good in the rain.
I'm not sure if I'm snagged up. Oh, bloody well I am.
Did you feel a bite? No, it's moving. You've got it on, mate.
I cannot believe it. It's a fish. It's so powerful. It feels like I'm snagged and yet it's moving. God. I'll tell you what, this is some experience. I cannot believe I'm playing a fish.
This is barbel fishing, my boy.
How is it holding in that current?
Hang on there, Brownie.
I know you shouldn't stand in a boat, but I'm glad I've got this life jacket on.
The bites are quite subtle, aren't they?
I honestly didn't feel the bite, I just suspected a bite.
Oh, it's incredible.
And not only is it holding, it's going upstream. I probably look like a total amateur playing this fish, but believe me, I've been I've been fishing for 30 years and I've not felt many fish in this country that fight like this. It's probably going to be a fertiliser sack caught in the current.
I don't think it is. It's on steroids if it is, mate.
I'll tell you what. Oh,
Here it comes.
Oh, yes.
I've got him.
Hey, it's a cracker.
That was a great piece of net.
Done it. Oh, what a thrill.
Look at us just fishing
Hey.
and cackling in the rain.
Yeah.
It's a nice fish, actually, which is very, very lively.
Actually, we netted that rather quick, didn't we?
We did net it very quickly, and we've got some free formation barbel wrestling going on here. You can see that the barbel has got a very underslung mouth with the 4 distinctive barbules on the bottom, and basically it's perfectly suited to its environment because of its shape. The water pressure in this very fast racing current pushes the barbel down on the bottom, and that's how a barbel can actually hold station in a very, very strong current. Mick, do you mind if I give you the fish because you're at the upstream end?
Okay.
And the one thing with barbel is they do need returning head upstream in the current. You might have to let him revive for a while, mate, because they're tough fighting fish.
Well, this is very, very strong, Matt, but as a precaution, I shall hang on to it. No, I can't hold it. She's gone.
Put it there, mate. And you, Gaz. That adventure just keeps getting better and better. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying myself here. I don't care if it is raining. Told you it was good in the rain.
The turncoat.
It's lovely, isn't it? 1 minute you're on a really fast, shallow, pacey bit, and then it just kind of slows down and meanders gently. Obviously, it's deeper
And
here.
of course, a different pace, it attracts different types of fish.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we've found ourselves a nice position here, chaps, and it's stopped raining as well, so things are looking pretty good for a spot of the old trotting. Now, I'm going to be trotting with maggots, hemp and casters, but I think, Mick, you're going to try the big baits, aren't you?
Well, I'm going to stay with the flavoured meat, Matt. Try and pick up a big barbel this time.
Yep, I reckon it's worth giving both methods a go anyway, isn't it?
Certainly, yeah.
OK, my boy, let's see which one catches the fish.
Was that you, Matt?
Just going to change my float.
I'm in, Matt.
Are you in? Oh, well done, mate.
I think it's a chub. No, if that was a barbel, it'd still be down there.
Yeah, it would, yeah. Good
Yeah.
start, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a
Oh, it's-
little baby barbel.
Hey! Hey!
So you can catch him as well, can you?
Do you remember what I said the other day? I've never seen a little barbel.
You got one now.
I've never seen one that small. Look at
Look
that.
at that.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I can hardly hold it. It really is like a bar of soap. And
I bet you thought it was about 3 times bigger than that
I really
float.
did, yeah. And I mean, everything you said about those bigger ones, it's just true of these little ones in miniature, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
I mean, look at that. This is better to me than catching a big one. I've never seen one that small. Absolutely wonderful. Now I'm going to drop him in here. Just go through the procedure. Oh yes, he's ready.
Well, he's under the boat.
Oh
look at
yeah,
that.
he's lying under the boat. Yeah. Look at that.
He's right under the boat. He's still, oh, he's just gone. Brilliant.
Right, let's try and catch a big one.
Yeah,
eh?
superb. Oh, I'm in here, Mick. Yeah, it's an absolute monster. Look at that, an absolutely tiny little barbel.
You jammy devil.
I know.
You jammy
It's a
little
beauty.
devil. I am gutted.
Actually, we lie because this is a gudgeon and it's another bottom-dwelling species. Now, you can tell the difference between a gudgeon and a barbel, or a gudgeon and a small barbel, if you like. Rather than having 4 barbules, it's actually got 2 tiny little barbules. Do you know, lads, when I was a kid, they were the only fish I could catch. You must have caught them down the Staffs Worcester Canal. 210 in 3 hours, that was my record. All on the same maggot. Not quite, really. But they saved a lot of blank days, I'll tell you.
You know, in the olden days, they used to eat them.
Gudgeon?
Yeah, if they
Did they
couldn't
really?
if they couldn't get 4 and 20 blackbirds, they'd have 30 gudgeon.
Really?
No, that's a true story.
Have you tried eating them? Because you'll eat anything. Well, Mick, we're losing the light, and I've had 33 last casts. We've got to go, boy.
Yeah, afraid so.
Sad as it is, I've just got to shake this man by the hand. Because although he's my mate, it's been a top trip and a top bit of guiding when you were away.
Yeah, it really has. Yeah, we'll do it again, mate. Thank you.
Anytime.
Well, I'm afraid that is all we've got time for on wet nets, but we caught our barbel, and you know, one thing has occurred to me since we started this trip, and that is that barbel, no matter how big or small they are always great fun to catch. Hopefully we'll see you next time when me and Brownie's nets will be even wetter.